What's up, guys? Today I am going to review this dog playpen that we have here and kind of go over everything you need to know about the playpen, some of the things I like, something that I think everybody should definitely know before purchasing, and help you understand if this is something that you should consider purchasing. So as you can see here, we have our pug sitting inside this thing, just so you can understand the size of it. It's pretty good size for her, you know, instead of like sitting her outside in a kennel or something like that. I feel like it's a pretty good size overall. Something that's important to note is that with this model, you can add sections to it if you'd like to expand it. And we could also, we're not exactly sure where we're going to put this yet, but you can also, like, we could move those plants there and put it against the wall, things like that. So there's a lot of options from that perspective. And I think that this is a pretty good gate overall. So some of the things I like about it here, first off, this is metal, right? This isn't plastic. Some of them are plastic, which can do depending on your dog and how much you're trying to get out. This one is straight up metal, which I like. It's just a lot more sturdy, a little bit heavier as well, but a lot more sturdier than some of the plastic ones that are out there. In addition to it, one of the things I like right here, so you'll notice that this is a ball, right? Which may kind of seem inconsequential. It's actually important. So one of the things that happens with her is when she's been trying to get out, she will scratch at this and she can hurt her paws, right? And that's no good. So this ball design here makes it so that doesn't happen. One of the things too, so you'll notice we're in Nevada, there's not a ton of grass in our yard, but one thing I like, these are a little high right now. So these are actually metal stakes at the bottom, not super sharp, but sharp enough to where if you have grass, you could basically push them in and it'll anchor it to the ground. So if you have a dog that, you know, is known for trying to escape the enclosure, I think this is good. This is about 24 inches high, by the way, so about 2 feet. So if you have a dog that kind of likes to try to escape the enclosure, she doesn't really do that so much. But if you do have a dog that does, those stakes, when you drive them into the ground, will really, really help prevent that. In terms of assembly, this was super easy to assemble. So it really was basically just lining up the holes throughout and then just dropping the stake right into the holes and kind of measuring them up that way, right? So really easy to assemble, doesn't take much from that perspective at all. So before I get into the thing I think everyone should know before purchasing this, so one of the, well, two questions that I saw. So first off is, can you buy separate sections for this? Yes, this is the smallest version of their playpen. You can actually get a lot larger than that, or just combine purchases to get more sections. In addition to that, can a dog bite through this netting here? This netting is iron, you guys. This isn't cloth of any type, right? This is iron. So it's gonna be hard for a dog to bite through this here. And two things I just want to point out. So our dog is a little bit shorter, on the shorter side. So when you open this, there's really this right here that she kind of has to jump over. And you see that our dog is a little bit hesitant to do that just because she's pretty short. So that's one thing that I wanted to point out. There you go. You saw her just go through there. And then the other thing that I think is worth pointing out is the fact that one of the things that I saw with people who were, you know, that had purchased this has a powder coating on it to help prevent rust, right? But I do feel like if you're using this outdoors, it's kind of going to be inevitable that it may eventually rust. Just because of the harsh weather conditions. I think that's something to be aware of. But yeah, that's of the things that I would say, those are the things to keep an eye out for. But otherwise, if you have a smaller, maybe medium-sized dog that is kind of an escape artist, I think this is a perfect playpen for that because it's pretty secure, and yeah, it's more of a heavy-duty version than some of the other ones out there.